Good evening, everyone. I hope you're all doing well. Welcome to T1 Academy Current Affairs classes. In today's classes, we'll be discussing some national, international, and state related issues which are in the news. Coming on to the first topic for today, that is Iran announces visa-free travel for Indian citizens. This is the country of Iran, which is in the Middle East. This country has recently announced a visa-free travel for Indian citizens along with 32 other country citizens. Okay. What do you mean by visa-free travel? Ante, while living from India to Iran, there is no need to take visa by going to Iran embassy or anything like that. You can just directly go by purchasing a ticket, and with the Indian passport, and Indian citizens can go to Iran for the purpose of tourism. Okay. And recently, not only Iran, the countries like Indonesia, Malaysia, Thailand, Sri Lanka have also gave this visa-free travel facility to Indian citizens. Visa-free travel for Indian citizens. So this can be asked in the examination. Question can be asked like this: which among the following country has given visa-free travel facility for Indian citizens? అని చెప్పి క్వశ్చన్ రావచ్చు. సో యూ హ్యావ్ టు రిమెంబర్ దిస్ నేమ్స్. ఓకే. అండ్ ఈ ఏమంటే మరి అసలు వై ఆర్ దే లిస్టింగ్ దిస్ visa-free travel facilities for Indian citizens and also other countries? Ante enduku, what there should be some or the other benefits or reasons that these countries whichever are lifting these visa-free travel facilities should get it right. So what are those reasons? That can also be asked in the examination. This move is basically aimed at boosting tourism income, boosting tourism income to their countries, టు దేర్ కంట్రీస్. అంటే ఈ టూరిజం ద్వారా ఫారినర్స్ వచ్చి మన దేశానికి వచ్చి స్పెండ్ చేయడం వల్ల, డాలర్స్ స్పెండ్ చేయడం వల్ల వాళ్ళకి ఇన్కమ్ వస్తుంది. అండ్ అవన్నీ డాలర్స్ రూపంలో వస్తాయి కాబట్టి అవి రేపు పొద్దున వాళ్ళ ఇంపోర్ట్స్ కి చాలా హెల్ప్ఫుల్ గా ఉంటాయి. అదొక ఆ రీజన్ వల్ల మెనీ ఆఫ్ ది కంట్రీస్ ఆర్ రీసెంట్లీ గివింగ్ దిస్ వీసా ఫ్రీ ట్రావెల్ స్టేటస్ టు మెనీ కంట్రీస్. ఓకే. సో ఐ హావ్ సెడ్ along with India 32 other countries ante other countries sorry. So what are those 32 countries which Iran has lifted this visa free travel facility ante? It has lifted to India, yes, I have said it, and Russia, Singapore, Belarus is a friend of Russia in geopolitical issues, and Russia has the very important relations with Iran in geopolitical issues. Like there is an axis: Russia, Iran, China is in a group, and US and its Western allies are in one group in the geopolitical issues of the world. So Iran has already given this visa-free travel to Chinese citizens before these 33 countries only. It has already given to China, and now it has given to Russia, Belarus, Singapore, Japan, Serbia, Zimbabwe, Vietnam, and Venezuela. ఈ కంట్రీస్ కాకుండా rest all the other countries are Muslim nations, Islamic countries. Basically, when you see this list, many of the people will be in shock because it has given these visa-free restrictions to Saudi Arabia and UAE also. Generally, when people study international relations in geopolitical standpoint, they might say they will be knowing that Iran and Saudi are rivals, are arch rivals, because Iran represents Shia lobby, Shias, and Saudis represents Sunnis. So there is a great political rivalry in between Iran and Saudi. Okay, but still Iran has given this visa-free travel facility for Saudi citizens also. It not only included Saudi and UAE, but also to Qatar, Bahrain. These are all the Middle Eastern countries, and Malaysia, Indonesia, Uzbekistan, Lebanon, for all these countries. So finally, what one can decipher from this decision is that finally economics, economy, money, power matters. To run the country, you will be needing money finally. Though you may call it, you may stand for religion, Sunni, Shia, or any other things. But finally, to run the country and feed the people of your nation, you need money, right? So for that, finally, దాని అర్థం చేసుకొని ఇరాన్ వాళ్ళు they have started giving visa free facilities to all the major nations which from which nations these people of this country go for tourism. So సౌదీ వాళ్ళకి ఇవ్వడం అనేది చాలా పెద్ద ముందడుగు. So that with this రేపు పొద్దున కొన్ని after some years this might bring down the harsh relations between Saudi and Iran, which are persistently going on now. Okay, right. ఇది దీనికి సంబంధించిన ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ ఆన్ దిస్ టాపిక్. ఓకే, అండ్ సారీ, there are also some important points regarding this one. That is, at present, 27 countries. At present, 27 countries are providing visa-free entry to Indian citizens. For Indian citizen on Indian passport, an Indian citizen can travel to 27 countries without any visa. So just by buying the ticket and taking Indian passport along with them, Indian citizens can travel to 27 countries. What are they? Basically, we know Nepal, we can go to Nepal, Bhutan, Maldives. These are all the surrounding countries and friendlier countries of India. For these countries, we can go to that countries without any visa. Okay. Recently, there are many countries which have given visa-free restrictions to Indian citizens. They are Kenya, Indonesia, Malaysia, Thailand, Sri Lanka, and now the turn is Iran. Yes, Iran. So Indian passport is getting stronger. Many of the countries are giving visa-free facilities to Indian citizens. This might increase. But according to a recent data which has been released by Ministry of Tourism, Indian people preferred to go to 5 different destinations. Top 5 destinations which Indian citizens prefer are: first destination which Indian passengers travel is UAE, then second is USA, third is Saudi, and fourth is Singapore, and then to Thailand. Leaving Thailand and Singapore, sorry, US also, UAE and Saudi and USA, Indian people, Indian diaspora go for jobs, mainly for job purposes and education purposes. And for Singapore and Thailand, it is mainly related to tourism activities. Even though Indians go to USA for tourism, but majority of them go for education or either in job search even to UAE in white collar jobs. But when you look at UAE and Saudi, there Indian go as laborers to work in the oil fields or as a drivers or any other thing. Okay, right. Now coming on to the next topic, that is Egypt's LCC sweeps to third term as president with 89.6% of votes. Of the total votes polled in an election, 89.6% of votes has been polled to Abdul Fattah al-Sisi. Abdul Fattah al-Sisi. Okay, he is the acting president of Egypt and for 2 terms now, and for the third time also he has been elected as the president of Egypt by Egyptian people. Okay, in that election for the third time he received 89.6% of votes. This is very high, right? Uh, Before becoming the president of Egypt, he used to work as the army chief. He used to work as the army chief of Egypt. Then, in a military coup in 2013, he had overthrown the Egypt's first popularly elected president called Mohamed Morsi. Mohamed Morsi. So basically, he is termed a dictator because he is a military, because he came to power using military coup. That is in 2013. So after coming to power in 2013 with a military coup, He went to elections for two times, and in two terms, he got 97% of people's support. Some people say it was rigged, and some people say he is threatening the people to vote to him. But still, he have won this election, and this time he won it with 89.6% of vote. And guys, this Egypt, this is the important point. Egypt is the most populated Arab country. Yes, though Indonesia and Malaysia, there are heavy number of Muslims residing there and with large number of populations. But Egypt is an Arab country with highest population. This is the highest populated Arab country. Okay, right. And one more important point is there on this. Al-Sisi is now set to serve his third term according to the Egyptian constitution. And according to the Egyptian constitution says that a person can only become the president of country only three times. Okay. But before it used to be like only two times as same as the US presidential as same as US presidential election. But this guy has amended the constitution recently so that he can contest for the third time. So by seeing this, we can't say that this third time will be the final one because he might also amend the constitution the whenever necessary, whenever it is necessary. Though Egypt is facing its worst economic crisis, the inflation, there is high amount of inflation there, economic crisis, job loss is there in Egypt, but and also there is some border tensions. There are also border tensions near Egypt because of those Israel and Hamas war at Gaza. Gaza has border Gaza has border with Egypt. We all know that. If people don't know, once watch the world map. This is Egypt. This is called Sinai Peninsula, and here from here you can see Palestine and Israel. Because of this Sinai Peninsula area, this area is connected with Israel and Palestine. So at Gaza border there is this war going on, and there is huge economic crisis and joblessness in the country. Still, it is said still people of the country has voted for Abdul Fattah al-Sisi as the president of Egypt for the third time. Okay, right. His name is important, guys, because in TSPSC examinations, questions are being asked by giving the latest presidents who are elected, and in the match the following ఒకదిక్కు president పేర్లు ఇచ్చి match the following లో ఇంకో దిక్కు ఇచ్చి ఆ countries పేరు ఇచ్చి క్వశ్చన్ అడుగుతున్నాడు match the following అని. So this newly elected presidents in the are important for the examinations. Okay, remember his name. Abdul Fattah al-Sisi. Okay, Abdul Fattah al-Sisi. Now, coming on to the next topic, that is per capita income. Per capita income disparity reduced over last 3 years, said Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation Ministry data. And this data has been said by Minister of Statistics and Program Implementation, Mr. Indrajit Rao. Okay, Indrajit Singh Rao. He said this in Rajya Sabha. According to this report, the per capita income of different states of India has ranged from 54,111 to 5,19,964. So, which state has this less amount of per capita income? Generally, whoever studies economics, basic economics, they will be knowing it about Indian economy. It is Bihar. Bihar stands every time in any report. Bihar stands low in per capita income of a state in our country, and in first place is Sikkim. Okay, Sikkim stands with 5.19 lakh. Okay, the differences in per capita income of state is used to different level of economic development in each state. Yes, everyone knows that in any country, not only in India. If you compare it with Pakistan, only Punjab province of Pakistan is rich compared with Punjab and Sindh province of Pakistan are rich compared with other provinces. Okay, and even in Spain, Barcelona area is rich when compared to other areas. When you compare it with even USA also the states like California, New Jersey, these are all the rich states when compared to other smaller states like Arkansas, Tennessee. When compared with them, these are the richer states. So in the same way, in India also, there are some richer states and some poorer states. So by considering that, there will be some differences in per capita income because of the economic development or economic development of each state. Okay, right. So this per capita income data is released by Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation. This is the important point you have to remember. And coming on to the main data, that how much Telangana people are earning, that is per capita income of Telangana, our Telangana, and per capita income of our Andhra Pradesh. We'll be knowing that now. Okay. Yeah. The top states with high per capita income are: first is Sikkim with 5.19 lakh per head, and second is Delhi with 4.44 lakh, and now third place comes our Telangana, 3.12 lakh. If you see it, Sikkim and Delhi are very small states. In the larger state category, Telangana stands the first place with 3.12 lakh, which is very high when compared to any other Indian larger states. In fourth place goes to Karnataka, fifth place is Haryana, and our Andhra Pradesh stands in ninth place with 2.19 lakh. Guys, these data is very, very important for the people who are preparing for both TSPSC and APPSC exams. ఖచ్చితంగా దీని మీద ఎగ్జామ్ లో గ్రూప్ 1 ఆర్ గ్రూప్ 2 ఆర్ గ్రూప్ 3 లో ఖచ్చితంగా ఎగ్జామ్ లో అడుగుతా ఉంటారు. ఓకే, so please try to remember this data. And the last place has gone to Bihar, that is 54,111. So, and in this data there are some states which whose data is still not available for the year 2022-23. After availability of these states like Goa, these places might change, because generally Goa also stands in top 2 every year. So still Goa place is not here. If it comes, Goa might become second and Telangana might go to fourth place. But when you see the list of the larger states, where the states with population of more than 3 crore, Telangana is in first place, okay, with 3.12 lakh. Right. Now, coming on to the next topic, that is Siberia's tiger's journey from Cyprus. Cyprus is a country in Europe. From Cyprus to Darjeeling. Darjeeling ends India's 12-year drought. Okay. From 12 years, there is no Siberian tiger residing in India. So now, for after 12 years, for the first time, Indian government has brought these Siberian tigers from Cyprus Zoo. There is a zoo in Cyprus. From there, under a animal exchange program, we have brought this Siberian tiger to Darjeeling. In Darjeeling, ekkadiki? To Darjeeling's Padmaja Naidu Himalayan Zoological Park. Okay. So, ఎలా అంటే after 12 years, the Siberian tigers were brought, two big cats. రెండుటిని తెచ్చారు. Two Siberian tigers from Cyprus has been brought to India under this part of exchange program. Exchange program కింద animal exchange program ఉందా దీన్ని తేవడం జరిగింది. So we have brought two from Cyprus, right? So we have to give something to Cyprus Zoo. Then, so for that reason, we gave these two red pandas which were born and brought up in Darjeeling's Padmaja Naidu Himalayan Zoological Park. We gave it to Cyprus Paphos Zoo in Cyprus. Because from this Paphos Zoo only we bought these two Siberian tigers. Okay. The last Siberian tiger which resided in India was Kunal. Its name was Kunal. It died in 2011 at Nainital Zoo. Where is this Nainital? Nainital is in Uttarakhand. Okay. In that Nainital Zoo, it passed away in 2011 due to age-related issues. From then on, there is no Siberian tiger residing in captive in India. So, what are the names? The names of the Siberian tigers which are brought to India is also very important. Question can be asked. The names are Lara and Akamas. One is a male one and other is a female one. They have been brought from which country అని చెప్పి అడుగుతాడు exam లో. They have been bought from Cyprus under animal exchange program to Padmaja Naidu Himalayan Zoological Park in West Bengal. In which city? It is in Darjeeling. So now we have now there is a one point, that there is one point about Padmaja Naidu's Zoological Park that we have to remember, that this is established in 1958 and it is the largest high altitude zoo in India. Largest high altitude zoo in India. So you have to remember this point. Exam లో Cyprus the points like we brought these tigers from Cyprus is important, from this Paphos Zoo is important, right? If they want to add an additional point in the examination, the question here, the examiner can ask this point that Padmajanayadu Himalayan Zoological Park is the largest high altitude zoo in the country, and that has been established in 1958. And one more point is the Siberian tigers. Where are they found? In the name itself, you can understand that the Siberian tiger. Siberia అనేది ఏ దేశంలో ఉంటుంది? సైబీరియా అనేది ఏ దేశంలో ఉంటుంది? మంచు ప్రాంతం. దర్ ఇస్ ఓన్లీ అది మొత్తం ఆ దేశంలో మంచు ఏరియాని సైబీరియా అంటారు. అది ఏ దేశంలో ఉంటుందంటే రష్యాలో ఉంటుంది. అండ్ ఆల్సో సమ్ పార్ట్స్ ఆఫ్ సైబీరియాకు చైనాతోని అండ్ మంగోలియాతోని కూడా కనెక్టివిటీ ఉంటుంది. సో ఇన్ దీస్ త్రీ కంట్రీస్, దట్ ఈస్ రష్యా, చైనా అండ్ మంగోలియా, the Siberian tigers are found. You may ask how Mongolia? Because this Mongolia is a buffer nation between China and Russia. It is in between both these countries. Okay? ఇది చైనా మ్యాప్ అయితే మధ్యలో మంగోలియా ఉంటుంది అండ్ పైన రష్యా ఉంటుంది. సో ఇన్ త్రీ కంట్రీస్ లో ఈ సైబీరియన్ టైగర్స్ అనేది చాలా ఎక్కువగా దొరుకుతూ ఉంటాయి. దిస్ ఇస్ ఇంపార్టెంట్ గైస్ బికాస్ లాస్ట్ టైం క్వశ్చన్ వాజ్ ఆస్క్డ్ అబౌట్ చీతాస్. If you remember last group 1 examination, the question came on cheetahs which were brought from Tanzania to a park in Madhya Pradesh, Kuno National Park, to Kuna National Park in Madhya Pradesh. So if that was asked in the last time TSPSC group 1 examination, so this about Siberian tigers might become important for the next coming examinations of TSPSC. Okay, now coming on to the next topic, that is US has announced the creation of new multinational task force to counter Houthis threat in Red Sea. So basically, who are these Houthis? These Houthis. First of all, we'll be knowing about Houthis in detail. These Houthi rebels basically nowadays are ruling Yemen, half part of the Yemen, even its capital city. This is Yemen, even its capital city called Sana'a. They are ruling it, and the other half is ruled by the government. Okay, these are Iran backed. Iran country is supporting these Houthi rebels. Basically Houthi rebels represent Shia faction of Yemenis, and Iran is the biggest Shia country in the world. So these Yemen's Houthi rebels are Iran backed, and these people are attacking the cargo ships, oil tankers in Red Sea area. Where is this Red Sea area? I have given the map here because you will be understanding it easily. This is Red Sea area, right? See, this Red Sea area, to this Red Sea area, Yemen has contact. Yemen has its border with Red Sea, and the people who are ruling this area are Houthi rebels. So they are going in small ships to this Red Sea and with guns and all the weapons and rocket launchers, and they are attacking the cargo ships from where the trade happens. ఈ మెడిటేరియన్ సీ నుంచి ఇండియన్ ఓషన్ కి అటు చైనాకు ఇటు కనెక్ట్ కావడానికి ఆఫ్రికాను తప్పించుకొని మెయిన్ గా ట్రేడ్ అనేది ఈ రెడ్ సీ ఎంబటే జరుగుతుంది. సో ఈ ఏరియాలో ట్రావెల్ చేసే షిప్స్ అన్నిటిని వీళ్ళు అటాక్ చేస్తున్నారు. మరి అసలు ఎందుకు అటాక్ చేస్తున్నారంటే దే ఆర్ డూయింగ్ ఇట్ యాజ్ ఏ రివెంజ్ అగేన్స్ట్ ఇజ్రాయెల్ ఫర్ ఇట్స్ అటాక్ ఇన్ గాజా. విచ్ ఎవర్ ద షిప్స్ విచ్ ఆర్ రిలేటెడ్ టు ఎనీ సార్ట్ హ్యాస్ రిలేషన్స్ విత్ ఇజ్రాయెల్, లైక్ అది ఇజ్రాయెల్ వాళ్ళ షిప్స్ అయినా, ఇజ్రాయెల్లో ఉండే బిజినెస్ మ్యాన్స్ ఉంటారు కదా వాళ్ళ కంపెనీస్ సంబంధించిన షిప్స్ అయినా, లేకపోతే ఈ కంపెనీస్ ఏదైనా ఇజ్రాయెల్ కి షిప్పింగ్ చేస్తున్నా అలాంటి షిప్స్ అన్నిటిని వీళ్ళు అటాక్ చేస్తున్నారు యాజ్ ఎ రివెంజ్. అండ్ దే ఆర్ సేయింగ్ ద రీజన్ దట్ వీఆర్ టేకింగ్ రివెంజ్ అగేన్స్ట్ ఇజ్రాయెల్ ఫర్ ఇట్స్ అటాక్ ఇన్ గాజా. ఓకే, నౌ బికాస్ ఆఫ్ దిస్ అటాక్ సమ్ ఆఫ్ ద వరల్డ్స్ బిగ్గెస్ట్ షిప్పింగ్ అండ్ ఆయిల్ కంపెనీస్, వరల్డ్ లో ఉండే బిగ్గెస్ట్ షిప్పింగ్ అండ్ ఆయిల్ కంపెనీస్ హ్యావ్ స్టాప్డ్ ద transit through one of the world's most important maritime trade route called Red Sea. So this Red Sea is the one of the most important maritime trade route. Through it only world's 12% of world's trade goes to this route. సో ఈ 12% జరగకుండా ఒక రకంగా అక్కడ కంపెనీస్ భయపడిపోయి నష్టానికి భయపడిపోయి ఆ ఏరియా నుంచి ట్రాన్సిట్ చేయకుండా ఆపేశారు. సో దీనివల్ల దిస్ డిసిషన్ క్యాన్ కాస్ ఏ షాక్ టు గ్లోబల్ ఎకానమీ. మొత్తం గ్లోబల్ ఎకానమీ మీదనే ఈ ఇంపాక్ట్ పడచ్చు. వై? బికాస్ ఆయిల్ షిప్పింగ్ ఈస్ డన్ త్రూ దిస్ Red Sea route only. If the oil shipping stops, then the global economy might get affected. Okay, so this is the reason that because of this reason that USA has started this 10 nation coalition. So before starting to know about this 10 nation coalition, we'll be knowing an important point related to these Houthis. These Houthis have started their movement called Houthi movement in 1990s. This is also called with another name called Ansar Allah. Ansar Allah. The meaning of this word Ansar Allah is supporters of God. This might be asked in the examination, and this was started by Hussein al-Houthi. Hussein al-Houthi in 1990s. Though he was killed by Yemen government in 2004, he was captured and killed by Yemen government in 2004. Still, this movement has survived and became huge nowadays with the support of Iran. Okay, and there is a slogan of Houthi rebels which is very very important, guys. Can be asked in the examination. That is the slogan of them is God is great, death to America, death to Israel, curse on Jews, victory to Islam. This is the slogan that is used by Houthi rebels. This slogan is very, very important. This can be asked in the examination. Okay. Now, coming on to the main topic, that is USA's announcement of 10 nation coalition. So, because of this Red Sea transit route, I have already spoke about, which carries up to 12% of global trade, which has stopped to stop that and once again operate it. The USA announced this 10 nation coalition group. Okay, so what is the aim of this 10 nation coalition group means it will operate with the aim of ensuring freedom of navigation for all the countries. ఆ ఏరియాలో ట్రేడ్ ఆగిపోయింది కదా, దాన్ని స్టార్ట్ చేసి అండ్ ఒక ఫండమెంటల్ ప్రిన్సిపల్ అయిన ఫ్రీడమ్ ఆఫ్ నావిగేషన్ ఫర్ ఆల్ ద పీపుల్ ఇన్ ద వరల్డ్ ని మళ్ళీ పెంపొందించడానికి ఈ కొలియేషన్ ని యుఎస్ఏ స్టార్ట్ చేయడం జరిగింది. విచ్ ఆర్ ద కంట్రీస్ విచ్ ఆర్ ద పార్ట్ ఆఫ్ దిస్ coalition? Those are important. The question can be asked from this. The nations are, one is Bahrain, the other is Canada, France, Italy, Netherlands, Norway, Seychelles, Spain, UK, United States. This the list of these 10 countries is very very important, guys. Okay, so ఇందులో గుర్తుపెట్టుకోవాల్సిన పాయింట్ ఏంటంటే ఒకటి హౌతీ రెబల్స్, దే ఆర్ రన్నింగ్ యమన్, అండ్ విచ్ ఇస్ ద కంట్రీ విచ్ హెస్ స్టార్టెడ్ దిస్ కొలియేషన్ మల్టీనేషనల్ టాస్క్ ఫోర్స్ కొలియేషన్ అంటే అది యుఎస్ఏ along with 9 other countries. Okay, these two are very very important, and Red Sea part also important. And last time తెలంగాణ వాళ్ళకు మ్యాపింగ్ మీద క్వశ్చన్ వచ్చింది జాగ్రఫీలో. ఆ తెలంగాణ తెలంగాణలో ఈ నిర్మల్ డిస్టిక్ అనుకుంటా, మేబీ నిర్మలో మంచిర్యాల డిస్టిక్ అడిగి ఇది ఏ ఏ డిస్టిక్ కనెక్ట్ అవుతున్నాయి అని అడిగి మ్యాపింగ్ క్వశ్చన్ వచ్చాడు. సో యూపీఎస్సీలో ఇలాంటి మ్యాపింగ్ క్వశ్చన్స్ అడుగుతారు. సో దీస్ మ్యాపింగ్ క్వశ్చన్స్ ఆన్ వరల్డ్ map also can be asked in the examination. This one particularly is very very important. Okay, please try to figure out the map related to Red Sea. Right now, coming on to the next topic, that is India's first winter expedition to Arctic has been launched by Ministry of Earth Sciences minister called Kiran Rijiju. Okay, he is the minister for Ministry of Earth Sciences, that is Kiran Rijiju. He has launched it for the first time. Till now, India has done their expedition to Arctic in summers only, but for the first time, this has been launched to expand India's scientific activities to critical Arctic realms even during winter season. Okay, and this expedition is facilitated under PACER scheme called PACER. The full form of PACER is Polar Science and Cryosphere Research Scheme. Cryosphere Research Scheme. This point you have to remember. There is nothing that you have to remember about the technical points related to these Arctic launches. But these ఈ స్కీమ్స్ అనేటివి మాత్రం గుర్తుపెట్టుకోవాలి. పేసర్ స్కీమ్, దట్ ఈస్ పోలార్ సైన్స్ అండ్ క్రయోస్పియర్ రీసెర్చ్ స్కీమ్ ఆఫ్ మినిస్ట్రీ ఆఫ్ ఎర్త్ సైన్సెస్ అండర్ ద ఏజిస్ ఆఫ్ నేషనల్ సెంటర్ under the aegis of National Center for Polar and Ocean Research. National Center for Polar and Ocean Research, which is in Goa. Okay. So these 2 points, this spacer scheme and National Center for Polar and Ocean Research is very, very important. And this scheme and this works under Ministry of Earth Sciences. This is also important. Basically, India has started to begin its exploration to Arctic in 2007. In 2007, after visiting the International Arctic Facilities at Norway. బేసిక్ గా ఆర్క్టిక్ కి సంబంధించి ఏ ఎక్స్ప్లోరేషన్ చేయాలన్నా ఇవి నార్వే నుంచే జరుగుతూ ఉంటాయి బికాస్ నార్వే ఇస్ వెరీ నియర్ టు ఆర్టిక్ ఏరియా అండ్ ఇండియా హ్యాస్ వన్ what do you say India has one research station in Arctic called Himadri which is present in Norway itself. Basically this research station used to host Indian scientists only during summer seasons till now, but after developing the infrastructure facilities in that, now it will also host in winter seasons also. Okay, in winter seasons also. And India has also two research stations at Antarctica. What are those names? These one are asked in examinations about Antarctica. So what are those names? That is, one is Maitri and the other is Bharati. These two names are important. And as Arctic issue is in news, that Himadri will also become very, very important in the exam point of view. Okay. These are all the important current affairs for today. And now we'll be discussing some MCQs which are in the news. Okay. Who is the new president of Argentina? This one we have already spoke last week after that person won the election, and he had recently announced the stern economic policies like 50% devaluation of the Argentinian peso. At that time, it is said that he will be stopping the Argentinian peso and making American dollar as the currency of Argentina. But now he didn't take that much drastic result for now he had devaluated the Argentinian peso 50% devaluation చేశాడు. Who is that prime minister అని అడుగుతున్నాడు. We have already spoken about him. He is a libertarian prime minister president. Options given here are Javier Milei, Sergio Massa, Patricia Bullrich, Juan Schiaretti. Who is he? He is Javier Milei. He is called as Trump. He is called as Trump of Argentina because of his drastic and unconventional measures. Okay, why did people elect him? Ante that Argentina is suffering from high economic crisis and inflation, so people got విసిగిపోయారు ఒక రకంగా అప్పటి వరకు ఉన్న పాలిటిషియన్స్ తోని. సో దే హ్యావ్ seen as a better option in him. Now coming on to the next question, that is, who is the recipient of Padmapani Lifetime Achievement Award at the upcoming Ajanta Ellora Film Festival 2024? Ajanta Ellora Film Festival ఎక్కడ జరుగుతుంది? మహారాష్ట్రలో జరుగుతుంది. అండ్ ఇన్ దిస్ ఈవెంట్ లో పద్మపాణి లైఫ్ టైమ్ అచీవ్మెంట్ అవార్డ్ అనేది ఎవరికి ఇచ్చారని అడుగుతున్నాడు. ఆప్షన్స్ ఆర్ ఏ గుల్జార్, బి ప్రసూన్ జోషి, సి జావేద్ అఖ్తర్, డి పరేష్ రావల్. ఇట్ హ్యాస్ బీన్ గివెన్ టు గుల్జార్. ఓకే, ఇదండి ఈ రోజు కరెంట్ అఫైర్స్. ఫర్ మోర్ కరెంట్ అఫైర్స్ లైక్ దిస్ ప్లీజ్ విజిట్ T1 Academy. థ్యాంక్ యూ.